Here's Brent chasing the cows off the road.
On the club ride.
Where's the focus? You gotta get Rogers in here somewhere. Rogers coming into the van. Feeling good. Hey, look at see in Richville.
We've just passed Gunnison. Probably approaching 175 miles right now. And this is Stan out on the bike. It's about 9:22. So we have another 9 hours in the dark still. Unless we put Adam out there long enough, we'll be to St. George in no time. Okay, here we are. It's about 12:30 at night. That's Adam up the road. We've been going 12 and a half hours. We still probably have 160 miles to go or so. We're over, what, over 200, about 225 miles into it, roughly. And Adam has been an animal every time he gets on, like he's still standing up pushing. Anyway, Stan has a famous quote he wants to say, or something he wants to say for this documentary. Go ahead, Stan.
I really like it when Adam's out there.
Here we are. It's twilight in Zions National Park. We made it through the night, even though it got cold. We got down to 27 degrees. Brent is out on the road somewhere here. He's flying down the hill. And we're all tired and sleepy, and
Except for Stan.
we have
Stan's on green temple
Stan's had way too much caffeine.
He is a drug addict.
Let's see if we can we've got well over 300 miles done, a couple hours to go, a few hours to go.
How many hours?
Adam's preparing for the final sprint. Steve's prepared his mechanical failure about 20 minutes into his ride, so
How many?
Stan broke the rules and took a bike for a long
Put it on the thing. So he gets it when he gets home.
Go ahead, Adam. What did you say? Adam said that we should pull up alongside Steven and say we all took a vote and we decided that we all have a mom and dad and it's the same one for all of us. And we're all one big happy family in the end. In the meantime, we're muddling around in the mud. Is that what you wanted me to say?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Down the road there on the far right of that white vehicle is Steven Rogers doing the final leg, and Adam's going to tell me what to tell him when we get up alongside of him.
It is the final leg. All right, it is the final leg.
It is the final leg, says Adam. He's very adamant about this. Very certain that it's got to be the answer. The final leg is Steven Rogers. The man who's going to pull it home. Oh, look at the teeth. He's pulling a hill. Man, I got crappy video of that. I'm going to have to get these. Somebody zoomed him in a ways. I'm going to have to back him out.
Unless there's some
There we go.
Glacius Hills or something.
Steven Rogers is doing the final hill into Hurricane. It's a glorious morning. And I am so glad that I'm sure I will not be on a bike again for 2 days.
I'm not pulling over until it's 10.
I'm not pulling over until it's what?
10
10 what?
o'clock.
Do you think it's going to take you more than an hour to roll in? 19 miles, an hour and 20 minutes. Do you think he'll pull it home, or is he going to flake out and say, Adam, finish her off?
He's going to do it. An hour and 10
Where are we staying at? Downtown St. George, or
An hour and 10 minutes. That's a good question.
are we going to go down and circle the temple, or what? Lay on the lawn there by the side of the temple and exhausted, or are we going to go somewhere else? Burger King or someplace good to eat?
Man, we got to get something to eat.
Look at that Rogers pedal. He is a machine. You get a chance, pull up alongside of him if the traffic
That wind in
clears.
that canyon was crazy. It was every direction all the time.
Because I got him out of the thing and I can get a good photo of him, and this would be a good video for him to see because he hasn't had much. Yep. Try and stop and get alongside. Just slightly past him so I'm looking back at him. Like, right. Slow down. Hey, what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
The omniscient God!
Yes? The omniscient mom and dad.
I'm just kidding.
You're just kidding what? Are you going to finish this ride?
We're number one, that's what I said!
We're number one! What else do you have to say?
Or at least Adam and Brent, though.
Adam and Brent are what?
They're number one.
All over the valley up there now.
There's Rogers. A minute ago he was gritting his teeth. Here in a minute we might get him up close enough to see that grit, determination. Adam's quite tickled to death with the
Performance of Mr. Ride.
compression of his derriere up on the seat and not having to get out and suffer one more time. And we're making this a little long because it is the finish of this 21 hours and 3 minutes of suffering, and we're going to get up here and get Roger's face in the camera right about now, and Rogers is going to remember that he had the guts to do the pull and hills of, whoa, talk about staying power. Here he comes, and look at that, staying power. Man, we're going to zoom in on that face. He'll look at us and say, man, I'm the best. No, he's not saying anything to us. He's hurting, but he's a finisher. Look at that guy go. Man, he is. Okay. Now do it again because I didn't have it running. Oh, he already put the bike on. I didn't have it running when you did it. Yeah, 21 hours and 11 minutes. And Rogers rolled it in and did the final climbs and the pulls, and we just think he's the greatest, and it's all wonderful. You noticed that?
Here we are. Brent, we're resting after our big ride last night. 398 miles, you said, Brent? 398. There's Stan, Adam, we got a few hours sleep and we're gonna head back.
They're tiny, but they're still there.
We're gonna go get ice cream first to celebrate.